Hey everyone, it's Stamp Ventures with Shauna. Welcome to my Tuesday tutorial at 8:32. Let me see, it's January 7th today. Oh, happy Ukrainian Christmas to all of those who observe that out there. And I'm just getting things synced up on my iPad here, so I'll just get this hopefully working. And while you're waiting for me to get started, give us a hi, let us know where you're from, and yeah, I'll hopefully be able to see your comments here this evening. All right, so swipe left to reveal comments and reactions. Okay, hopefully I'm synced up on my iPad. There we go. That should do it, I think. So Snugs is here with me today, and he says hello. And I have this newfangled light that I got for Christmas. Look at this. It's a magical selfie light. Well, I don't often do a lot of selfies, but I'm trying it. It's a ring light. It's called a selfie ring light. And if you use it, for your face, it's natural light and it beautifies your skin. But I'm using this magical selfie light to hopefully improve the lighting with my videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the selfie ring light on. It's got like a little clip. It just kind of clips onto the phone. So I'm going to try. There's the first level. How does Snugs' face look? Does that selfie ring help his face? Let's see. I'll try another level. Let's see. There we go. Oh yeah. It really brings out his eyes, doesn't it? Trying to figure out how much of this ring light I should be using. Let's see. We'll do one. I think that's the highest, the brightest level that it can be. So we'll start there and see how it goes. So, hey, Robin and Judy and Glenda and Sue, thanks for joining me tonight here. We'll get started, and let's see. First thing, weather word of the day. My weather word today is descending. We've had some really quite nice, pleasant winter days, and now the temperature is dropping. So today's weather word is descending. It's going to get pretty chilly out there. And here's my funny for today. And then once I've done with the funny, we'll get on to some things from my Heart suite of products from the new mini catalog. So we just checked, and it turns out it is perfectly normal to have several ongoing crafting projects. In fact, the average number of projects in progress is 18, and the average time of completion is 27 years. So if you are coming in under that, you're good. It's always good to know that when you're average. That's there's some things you just really want to be average on. So there we go. We're good. All right. So Snugs was playing around with these foil heart foil heart tins, whichever, and trying some different kinds of treats and candies in there. So I'm going to show you some things that will fit in there, and I'll also give you a little bit of a walkthrough of the From My Heart suite of products. And this is from our brand new January through June mini catalog. It began, it went live, I guess, on January 3rd. And it's bigger and better than any mini catalog we've had so far. And I know I probably say that with everyone, but it is true. I think it's the biggest mini catalog we've had so far. And Stampin Up has just brought out some just beautiful, beautiful things. So yeah, lovely pictures to show all the things that you can do with these From My Heart products. And I'm going to start by showing you some of the specialty paper. It's got red foil accents on a lot of it. So here's, whoa, that's probably blinding you now that I've got my special light here. But you can probably, I'm hoping you can see how shiny that is. Yeah, oh, you can see the ring of light right on there. So that's the one side, and then this is the other side. Definitely Valentine's for sure. Here's the next one. It's also got some foil. I guess this isn't red foil accent. This would be the flirty flamingo foil accents in the center of those hearts. And here's the other side with some arrows. And this is really neat because these hearts that are on, there's 2 of these pages, and this is what the back looks like, more hearts. But these foil hearts, they can be punched out, well, with, I know I punched one for sure with the big scallop punch. Now, I never did try it with the smooth-edged heart. Let me see what happens when I do that. Let's see. I can just go. Oh yeah, you can punch it out just with a smooth edged heart, and you get, can you see that? I hope I'm on the camera there. You get just the little polka dots along the edge, or you can do the scalloped edge heart like I did here. Takes off a little bit of color on the edge, but they coordinate really nicely. So that's the 3rd pattern in the pack of paper. Here's another one. I really like this one, and the punches can punch out those foil dotted hearts as well. Here's the back of this paper. More hearts and arrows. Let's see, 2 left, I think. Some more little hearts that are almost like polka dots, and some nice stripes. Could do a really vibrant pages or cards with that. And lastly, here we go. Some more hearts and some pinstripes. So that's the paper that comes with the From My Heart suite. And if you liked all of the papers in our new mini catalog, I am doing a product share so that you can get like a sampling of a quarter of a pack of every designer paper that's in this catalog. I think it's 7 packages. And then I'm also doing a product share of ribbon where you can get 6 different kinds of ribbon, and you get 2.5 yards of each. So if you'd like to get in on any of those product shares, you send me a message or leave me a note, and I can get back to you with more details on that. Okay, so I've shown you the paper, and I've shown you the punches. The ribbon is coordinating with the real red, and that's very lovely. It's double stitched satin, and it's got a nice, satin has a nice weight to it. And then there's these faceted gems. And in my mess of things, oh no, they're actually right close by. Here they are, From the Heart faceted gems. And these are so pretty because they really sparkle. And again, they're in the real red and the flamingo, but depending on which way the light hits them, they can also almost look purplish too. And then there's really tiny ones. So when you go to use these things, I really suggest that you have like a take your pick tool where you can use the putty end to pick up the tiniest little ones, and you'll need like a fine tip glue pen or something like that to apply them. But the take your pick tool is ideal for helping you to work with those faceted gems. They're so pretty. And I think you get, what did they say? There's like 180 of them in the package, so they do you for a long time. The heart doilies, they are really cute. I've got my package here, and they use the real red and flirty flamingo coordinating colors, and then on the back they're both just white, so you actually have 3 color choices. And I think I might have even seen somebody, like you could take an ink pad or a sponge brayer, you could sponge color over the white, or even pat it with Versamark ink and then sprinkle it with a metallic embossing powder, so then you get metallic doily hearts. So they're very pretty. Really like those, and there are lots of them in this package. 40 40 for $7.50. That's probably one of the best deals in our catalog. And finally, we have these cute heart foil tins, and they're really quite a generous size. There's 10 in a package, and they have the foil bottom and the clear plastic lids at the top. And there's 10 of them in a package. They are food safe, so you can put things in there that people might want to eat. And in just a few minutes, I'm going to go. I'll go back to the heart tins and show you some things that I was, that Snugs was trying to fit into the heart tins. So, on the next page, there is a stamp set. And I should probably just show you the set that I've got here in the case. It's called the Heartfelt Stamp Set, and it has the 2 punches. It's a double punch pack that it coordinates with. So you can see that the punches can punch out these shapes and some cute little sayings. And not all of it's like super, what do I want to say, lovey-dovey. Like some of it's just focused on friends. It doesn't have to be like romantic Valentine's things. So one of my favorite ones is roses are red, violets are blue. Being friends is better than eating candy. But let's do that too. And yeah, so lucky to have a friend like you, and love you lots. I'm going to be using some of these things for my club projects that's on this week. And I'll show you the one card that we're going to make. And just as I'm getting the card out, I'm looking, Glenda, you are cutting in and out. So oh boy, yeesh, I don't know why I'm cutting in and out. And it could be the Wi-Fi here at our house. And I'm sorry if that's what's happening. Maybe some of you others can let me know if I'm cutting out at your house too. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I may have to get our Wi-Fi looked at. So my club ladies are going to be making this card when they come this week. So lucky to have a friend like you. And there's 2 different parts of it where we've used the designer series, the specialty designer series paper, this polka dot back here, and then there's one of those hearts that have punched out and stamped with the real red ink, and used another die. I think that's the stitched, what is that, stitch shapes dies, something like that, and the banner punch here. So and there's some of those little faceted gems too. So that's one of the things I'm going to be doing with my club ladies this week, and just thought I'd share that to give you some inspiration for this lovely suite of products. And then I was going to share a little bit about the foil tins here. Oh, one more thing. I know I pulled out the Valentine set meant to be that's currently in the annual catalog, and I used this last year for some Valentine's projects, and I thought maybe some of you might be wondering if these hearts coordinate with the new ones that have come out, the new punches. And so what I did was I punched the scalloped heart and the smooth edged heart, and I just can lay them down, and you can see they're not quite the same. So there are dies that coordinate with this set, and the dies will punch out these hearts a lot more closely than the heart punches will, these new heart punches. But just to give you an idea, you could almost get away with it with the scalloped edged one, because you can see it's bigger, so it leaves a little bit more space around the edge. It's just not quite an even space, but the bigger one, actually, they will fit inside. This is a different heart shape again. But what I did notice is that the words from this stamp set, just for you, they will fit in the heart punch. Happy Valentine's Day, meant to be. So even though they don't match exactly with those hearts, you can still punch out greetings if you happen to have this Valentine's stamp set. So hope that made sense. Okay, all right, Glenda thinks that the cutting in and out is on her, and okay, need to talk to Sastel. Well, yeah, I think we should talk to Sastel too at our place. Okay, so these foil tins, I was, Snugs and I were going around the house checking to see what do I have that we could try to see what fits in there so that people get an idea of what they might be able to put into them to give people for Valentine's gifts or favors or treats or whatever. So the first thing that I had, well, let me look at this. We still have one random coffee crisp left from Halloween, and I'm like, oh, that's not going to fit, is it? And yep, sure enough. So if you have Halloween treat size candy, a lot of those will fit because the coffee crisp fits. Something else that I found, and I'm wondering, would it fit? Yep, you can fit a package of Lifesavers in there. I don't know if you even ever heard of these candies before. I hadn't. My brother-in-law and his wife and family gave them to me, and they're kind of good. Tropical Storm Yogenfru's smoothie candies, yogurt candy. They do not fit, but they're already in kind of a cool tin, so you don't really need a tin to put those in. My favorite, Lindt chocolate. And I'm like, yes, that definitely fits. And let's see. Yep, you can definitely fit 2 of them in there. And the lids on these tins, now where did my other lid go? Oh, I don't know. I'll just use this lid. The lids are so high that, I think you might even be able to fit, like, I only have 2 Lindt chocolates left. But I think you might even be able to fit, like, maybe 3 or 4 of them. I don't know. 3 for sure, I'm pretty sure, because you could get another one in there. And so, yeah, if you are a Lindt lover like me, you definitely use these foil tins for Lindt chocolates. Then I'm like, okay, well, what about the people who aren't into candy or chocolate? Could we fit a stash tea in there? If you are willing to fold your stash tea in half, that would fit there. It's not the prettiest, but it can, you can make it do. And then I'm like, well, what about the instant Starbucks things? And again, you have to do a little bit of folding. And I'm like, well, what if we could just like fold it in the crevice of the tin, and then you could still put something else there. I don't know. Not the greatest, but really like these chocolates. And I did a video before Christmas showing a holder for the Mercies, and I can't remember what I called that video, but it would be on my YouTube channel, or it would be on my Facebook videos as well. Oh, it's a little, well, let's see. It's tight. It kind of hangs over the edge, but there we go. Look at that. Because the lid goes over the outside edge of the foil tin, you could get a Merci chocolate in there. Again, not the greatest shape, but maybe you could fill it with something else too. But these are yummy as well. And then those of you who saw my post this afternoon, like that's 10 Hershey Kisses right there, like 10 of them. That's a lot. So you can give a whole whack of Hershey Kisses. Couple other things that I grabbed at the last minute from my cupboard. Again, for people who can't eat chocolate or treats, you could fill them with nuts. And again, because they are food safe, you're allowed to do that. And then, okay, now I've been getting all this snack and food, and it's making me like, get the nibbles here. So what does it look like when we pour some, oh, that would be cute too. Okay, or have one of those. I think that would look really cute if you gave them a tin of mini Oreo cookies or mini fish crackers or mini anything. Okay, so now that we've got your treat tin full, oh boy. Forgot to tell you about these. These are Werther's candies, but they're the coffee flavored ones. They are really, really good. And right now at Walmart, when I was there today, I'm not a big Walmart shopper, but the packages, the sort of medium to small packages of Werther chocolates, everyone was on sale, like $2. They said you can't find a lower price anywhere else. So yeah, it was a good day to buy Werther's. So we're going to decorate this. And what's really neat, what Stampin' Up's done with these heart doilies is they have sized them perfectly, so they actually just fit right on the top of the lids, and they just sit right down in there. There's a little bit of an edge, and it's just like perfect, just like that. And like I mentioned before, you can use the red side and then just punch out like a white heart and glue it on to there. So lucky to have a friend like you. Or if you want to use the white side for the white heart doily, you can do a layer of the scalloped red, and then you can do another layer of the smooth edged heart there, just like that, and you can glue those down. One thing that I was going to show you, I'm going to try to stamp the Happy Valentines. You won't be able to see that. This one here, the Happy Valentine's Day heart, and because it's going to fill in with a lot of ink on this stamp, I'm going to get out. Gotta reach. I'm reaching for my foam piercing mat, and so when I go to stamp, I'm going to lay my white cardstock on top of the piercing mat. Just going to give it that extra bit of give when I go to stamp. And I want to show you something about our brand new style of ink pads. Can some of you see on the shaded spruce here how there's a little bit of, well, it's maybe a little cracked in this corner, but there's these raised bumps. And I'm going to show you what's happened here and how to avoid it so you don't get this happening on your brand new ink pads. So when you go to open these new ink pads, they're just like the ones that lift like a compact. And I've shown many of you that when you take your thumbs and place them towards the end of the ink pad, you can press and that will get it to pop open too. And that's really handy for people who maybe find it a little bit tricky to lift it the compact way. But once you lift it and you flip it, you want to push it straight back. As you're pushing, you don't want to lift this part that is sliding. There's a groove there and you just want to push it straight back in the groove. What's happening and what's causing these bumps is that people sometimes go to close this and they pull it out and then they start to lift it. And when they lift it, they're causing the plastic to warp and give away and sort of bump and break in there sometimes too. It can even break if you're doing that. So you want to leave it flush, and you keep it flush and you pull it all the way to the very end, and then you can swivel once you get to the end. And there's a spot in the mechanism of it there that allows it, that gives it room to swivel at that end. And here you can see somebody has tried to swivel, but it wasn't meant to there, and so that's why there is that bump in the plastic. So just remember, when you're in the sliding groove, just keep it very, very flat and only swivel at the end when you go to close it. So my red one, it's been used properly and doesn't have those little bumps, but I just wanted to show that to you so that that doesn't happen to your ink pads at home. Hey there, Karen. Great to see you today. Hi, Jackie. Yes. And hello. Oh, there's two Karens. Hello to both Karens. Okay, so there's my real red. And woo, that was sticking to the table. Oh boy. I don't know how, hopefully this is gonna, I've never inked this one up before. Whoa, juicy. Can you see all the ink on that? Wow. Okay. So stamping on my foam mat. And there we go. Wowzers. That's the one thing about all of our new foam ink pads. You just get such an amazing impression when you're using stamps that have solid ink coverage. I'm just going to let that dry for a second. There we go. And here we go. While I'm thinking of it, close it properly. Pull it straight and then swivel. There we go. Okay, and I'll get the, which heart am I gonna do? Do I want the smooth edge one or the, no, I'm gonna try, there, I'm gonna try this. No, I'm going to try the smooth edge one. Okay, I think they both work. We'll just double check on that. So there's what it would look like with the smooth edge heart. Get just a nice, and then, oh goodness, I'm sorry. That was really noisy. And here's what it would look like with the scallop edge. It would just have a lot wider of a border. But I think I'm going to use the smooth edge, and hopefully I've got that kind of centered. You know what I just realized? Is my selfie light went out. Uh-oh. I don't know why the selfie light went out, and I don't know when that happened, but now we're in the shadows again. So I'm gonna have to learn more about that. Maybe it needs to be charged. I bet that's what it is. Okay. All right, so happy Valentine's Day. Okay, and get some adhesive, and oh goodness, I was trying to use it upside down. That didn't work so well. Okay, and center-ish about there, and it doesn't take very much adhesive to do this. It's just to give it a little decoration at the top, but so cute. You could do these up really fast. I'm sure you could put bows and all kinds of other things on them too, but there's a quick and easy Valentine's project. And like I said, if you don't, like the red side, you can turn it over and you can use the white side and add a whole nother look to it too. So just a few ideas for our Valentine's Heartfelt Bundle Suite. Is that what it's called? Heartfelt? Yeah. And thanks so much for joining me today to see the projects. I hope you're having a great start to your new year. And if you have any questions, give me a shout. I'll go back and check to see if anything's come up on your comments. And I will also post this to my Pinterest, not my Pinterest, my YouTube channel. Oh, Sue said, did I hear correctly that you can bake in the tins too? Yes, Susan, I believe that you can bake in them because they're just like foil tins. Like they're now, yeah. You would be able to like bake something and like a little cupcakey thing. And I think that's why they maybe have the lids that are so high, so that if you fill it probably what, a half to 3/4, depending on how much your recipe rises. And then this has got enough height that you can cover up where it rises. And so, yeah, you could do some pretty sweet things with these. And I think you could even you could maybe pat some cookie dough in there and bake cookies in there too. Oh man, I'm just thinking of all the things I could do now for my boys. Yeah, I think I got to get going and using these. They're really cute. So thanks so much for joining me, guys, and my plan is to be back next Tuesday with a new video, and hopefully my selfie light will not go out on me next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. Bye for now.